Hey everybody, welcome back. As you can see behind me, today's topic is crepuscular rays. And Phucket Word seems to be having a little difficulty about what crepuscular rays actually mean. I know, this has all been done to death already, but let's see if we can simplify this just a little further for Nick. But first, let's see what he has to say.
Take a look at these crepuscular rays from the sun appearing to be just above the clouds there, and consider what this observation really fits with.
Oh, well, that's easy. It fits with the idea of perspective. You know, parallel lines seeming to converge at a point in the distance as they recede from you. But somehow I think you got something different in mind.
Now, of course, we're told that we live on a globe and sunrises and sunsets occur because the Earth is spinning.
Yep, that's what we're told. Because, that's the way it works. And nice attempting to infantilize the whole entire argument by using the word spinning instead of rotating. That's simply designed to give the false impression of a child's top, which is simply a ridiculous analogy.
And we're also told that the sun is hundreds of times larger than the Earth. And so the light shining on the Earth should be, wider than the Earth. It should be rays of light coming to the Earth that are much, much wider than the Earth itself.
I'm beginning to see the problem here. You mean like this. For anyone who is unaware, this is the iconic Earth suspended in a sunbeam, first taken by the Voyager spacecraft, February 14th, 1990. But let's not let little things like evidence actually get in the way of good conspiracy theory.
So if we just look at the way we've got the sunlight hitting the cloud there, and then the sun is going off in that direction, a kind of it's not shining down through. Over there, it is shining down through the clouds, and we've got this kind of dispersal. Yeah.
All right, Nick, you're starting to struggle like a fish on a hook here. Let's see if I can help you out. What you're actually seeing is perspective. That's right, one of your favorite words, perspective. But let's see if I can explain how perspective actually works. According to the law of perspective, when two parallel lines recede from you, they appear to converge in the distance, much like these railroad tracks. And we both know that these railroad tracks are not actually converging. They just appear to be converging. Same thing's happening with the sunlight.
So, if it was a massive sun, much larger than the Earth, then any light coming through the top, from this top part of the cloud towards me, would also be shining down. Even if we can't see the sun, because it's apparently so far away that despite its size, it appears to be the same size as the moon.
And why would you expect it to be shining down if it was massive and far away? As this picture from the ISS clearly shows, once you get far enough away from the optical illusion of perspective, all the sunlight is obviously coming in parallel rays. How do we know this? Because the shadows created by the clouds are completely parallel over hundreds of miles. Really, there's nothing mystical going on here, Nick.
But even so, the light coming from that, if anything, should expand. So by the time sunlight from a massive sun reaches a globe Earth, then really we shouldn't be getting this effect at all.
Well, I suppose that depends on the angle of the sun when crepuscular rays are actually being formed now, isn't it? As this picture clearly shows, Given a certain angle, they do shine down. Let's take a break here a moment and let's consider a comment from this video that you responded to, which may help actually shed some light on the subject, as it were. Your viewer asked the question, are anti-crepuscular sun rays real, as in occurring in harmony with crepuscular sun rays? That's actually a very interesting question. But first, let's explain what anti-crepuscular rays are. When crepuscular rays are formed, sometimes anti-crepuscular rays will actually be shining off in the distance in the opposite direction, as seen here in this picture. Now, according to your explanation, Nick, rays start at a single point, the sun, and expand outward. So explain the anti-crepuscular rays according to that explanation. Well, the short answer is you can't. It is an optical illusion based on the laws of perspective. But even more interesting than the original question is your response. You said, I think they generally do, i.e., they are the same rays going off into the distance and appearing to converge in the opposite direction. Precisely. So you do know what this means. You do know how to properly explain it. And of course, then the next comment says, doesn't that mean they're parallel? Your response was yes. So you do know they're parallel. You do know that everything you've said up to this point has been complete horseshit. So at this point, I'm calling complete Poe. You're nothing more than a snake oil salesman trying to convince the gullible when it's obvious from this little exchange in your comment section, you do know better.
Yeah, but do you see what I mean? We have this local-looking sun because, well, light is always a local phenomenon, isn't it? It's one of those very esoteric things that we really can't pin down.
Yes, we do see what you mean. You mean you're willing to say anything in order to get your subscribers to keep buying your stupid t-shirts and keep supporting your stupid channel, even when you know better. Well, that's it for today, folks. Phucket Word just debunked himself and showed himself for what he truly is, an idiot snake oil salesman. Thanks for watching.